It's time for the Scumbag Seller of the Week. This Scumbag Seller of the Week is 12 Lynn on eBay. And what is 12 Lynn selling? Besides looking at the other things, selling men's polo shirts and women's tops and sunglasses. Well, they are selling the 32,000-in-1 MAME retro arcade games for Windows/cabinet, 64 gigabytes, plug and play, December 2016. Woo! Woo! They're also selling the 6800 plus MAME retro arcade games for Windows/cabinets, 32 gigabytes, USB plug and play, December 2016. Woo! What the hell is cabinets? What? Cabinets? This person is so out of touch they think they're renovating someone's kitchen. Windows, and yes, windows and cabinets. No, yes, I know they mean arcade cabinets. It's just funny that it says Windows/cabinets. Because what's next? Drawers, sinks as well. So you click on this person's auction, and what you have is a arcade game, 6800 plus retro arcade, 80s arcade games, plastic. OEM. I fucking love seeing that OEM. Let's just add it to every auction now. People don't know what that means anymore. You get 6,896 games and emulators and instructions on a USB flash drive. Bonus, you get my top 65 Sega games of all time for free, Super Nintendo games of all time for free, and NES games of all time for free, as if they have the fucking rights to sell any of these games. Suitable for all Windows PCs, Raspberry Pi, Hyperspin, or cabinet projects. Just insert the USB and go with a asterisk. Photographs are representation of some of the games supplied. Don't be fooled by other eBay listings on eBay offering 68,000. There are only ever about 12,000 released, and you will find that you only receive duplicates with similar names. Mine also come with all artwork, cabinet designs, button configurations, marquees, etc. I'm an honest seller. Check my feedback. I sell the games and emulator that you need because you can only buy it from them, and you can't buy your own flash drive for $4 and download all these games on a torrent in about 20 seconds. No need to ask for games as your game. No need to ask for a game list as your game will be included. You will receive one USB arcade game stick and instructions. Jesus Christ. Clicking on the 32,001. Wait a minute. They just said there was not 12,000. Unless this one also has. Oh, this has the top 900 Sega games of all time. Was there more than 900 Sega Genesis games? The top 700 Nintendo games of all time. That's most of them. The top 1,000 Super Nintendo games of all time. I think that's all of them at that point. All on a 64 gigabyte drive. My buyers receive future MAME updates when available from my cloud account. Well, this is good. Have someone access your fucking cloud. This is where you're fucking... Jesus Christ. You're going to put the ROMs in there as well? Holy shit. This is insane. Plug and play USB with no installation required. Well, MAME, you just have the fucking emulator, executable you click on. Yes. All emulators, for the most part, don't have to be installed. You just unpack them and you have the files there and you fucking load the ROMs and you go. This was built using Windows 10. The screwdriver and hammer and nails, you're not building shit. You're downloading emulators and ROMs that are available for free online, and you're loading the directories onto a USB stick and putting it on eBay. You didn't build shit. This annoys me. Sorry, it does. This has taken me ages to put together. No, it hasn't. What it took ages was where the people actually worked their asses off to develop and program those games, and the publishers that put up the money and funding to get those games made and out there. They're the ones that it took ages to make these, 32,000 games. It took you an hour to compile all these ROMs from torrents and get the emulators to throw them on your fucking drive. When I was first starting to emulate MAME games in college, before they had the torrents and all that stuff, and I had to search out all the individual files and go on websites and download the ones I wanted, that took me ages because I was downloading them one at a time because it wasn't as easy as it was now. I had to go, let's search out for this ROM. Let's find Mercs, and let's download that one. Let's find. Oh God, they had Arkanoid. I can play Arkanoid from the arcade on here. You know, that took time to do, but I wasn't fucking selling them on a USB stick. They didn't have USB sticks in 1998, did they? Anyway, my drives come without any videos, music, or any other extras. Just games. You can add your own front end. Holy shit, dude! This doesn't even have. This doesn't even have like that shitty fucking bullshit disclaimer that other ones that we talked about, like the ones that were selling a little arcade, saying, well, you're allowed to own ROMs legally if it's an archive, you know, all that bullshit you see. I like the asterisk. This collection you purchase is given to you as is, and you agree that you are purchasing the collection as a service to you. You also agree that any payment made by you is voluntary, meaning that you are reimbursing the costs involved in preparing your collection, e.g. time, electricity, wear and tear, packaging, and other services. All titles are freely available from the internet. But it doesn't mean they're legally available. And it doesn't mean that you putting that they're free as a disclaimer means that you can sell them. As per eBay rules and regulations, this drive does not contain games, ROMs, emulators, artwork, videos, movies, applications, or software. Winky face! They put a fucking emoticon winky face in the goddamn auction because that's exactly what's on this drive. I can't believe the gall of this. Note to eBay sellers. Oh, this is fantastic. This system contains sector-based copy protection to prevent my work being stolen and redistributed. My penis just fell off from the irony of that statement. It's gone. It went through my pant leg. Sector-based copy protection to prevent my work being stolen and redistributed. I spent a lot of time and effort on this and will report unauthorized copies if seen, including artwork and seller pictures. Are you fucking kidding me? You are using... The only thing that you can get away with is using free use, images of gameplay footage. And you're going to get on other sellers for that? These have been registered with eBay's Vero program. What? This could be the most upsetting scumbag seller of the week. Not just because they're selling ROMs on eBay. We've seen that before. We've gone after once before doing that. Not just because of that. But the absolute fucking balls and gall of this person to say this drive does not contain games, ROMs, emulators, artwork, videos, blah, blah, blah. After it explicitly said it does already. On top of the fact that they're putting copy protection on a USB drive of copyrighted software and games that they don't have the rights to sell. And they're going to bitch at other people for doing what they're doing that's illegal as well. That's like me being a Coke dealer and saying, well, my Coke's okay, but that seller on the other street corner, don't buy from them. Theirs is illegal. Mine's not. Because I'm doing it first. And they have the fucking balls to then report unauthorized copies of artwork and seller pictures, and their fucking artwork is just the MAME logo with them in Arial font saying 32,001 retro 80s arcade games. It's like, it's not... They put literally 13 seconds into doing this in Windows Paint. And then there's a Donkey Kong fucking gameplay image. There's an arcade image that's not their arcade. There's a Mortal Kombat image. Golden Axe 2. A picture of the fucking MAME front end listing the ROMs. Space Invaders. Galaga. Frogger. They're Space Invaders. A bunch of the marquee artwork from the arcades. Wonder Boy. Sega Grand Prix. Excuse me, Super Monaco Grand Prix. 1, 2, Ebecca Lynn. For not just doing something that you're not allowed to do on eBay, but for doing something and then saying you're not doing it and then going after other people for doing what you're doing as well. You are the scumbag seller of the week and perhaps the early candidate for scumbag seller of 2017.